It'll be a November to remember in high school football across the upstate. It always is. 5 wins separating state squads from the big prize. The opening night of the playoffs on Friday Night Hits. Right now, I'm Mark Whiteman. Thanks as always for joining us. We kick off in 3A tonight. The Wren Hurricanes and Woodruff Wolverines, young programs with new head coaches looking to keep their season rolling in our Sparrow Financial Game of the Week. Chase Justice has the highlights.
Batten down the hatches, we've got a hurricane warning here in Piedmont as the Wren Golden Hurricanes play host to the Woodruff Wolverines for a chance to advance in the South Carolina High School football playoffs. Wren looking to advance past the first round for the first time since 2021, while Woodruff hopes to get back to the second round for the second straight season. Getting things started in the first drive for the Hurricanes, and Reese Price polishes off the drive with a 5-yard score. Canes up 7-0. But the Wolverines would answer. They dial up the double reverse pass with freshman running back Aiden Gibson on the receiving end. Wolverines' drive would end with a field goal to cut the lead down to 4. Following a pair of touchdowns by both teams, we find ourselves with the Hurricanes leading by a score of 14-10. Junior quarterback Colton Bagwell connects with a wide-open Carson Bryant on a busted coverage who handles the rest himself. Wren jumps ahead of 21-10. Later on in the half, TJ Morris finds Corey Moats, who makes the contested grab in the end zone. Ball does pop out, but the refs say it's a catch. Wolverines now trail 21-17 and would be down 35-17 by halftime. And the Hurricanes wouldn't let up in the second half. Canes win, final score 49-32.
It just builds confidence. It's been a long time since we had a home playoff game and we won it. Just gonna enjoy this one on Monday and see what happens there.
The Wren Hurricanes have officially advanced to the second round of the high school football playoffs and will face the winner of Travelers Rest and D.W. Daniel. In Piedmont, I'm Chase Justice, WYFF, News 4 Sports.
Chase, thank you. Dorman and Burns have had their battles. The two powerhouses have split their last 4 meetings, but matching up in the postseason tonight for just the 6th time, their first since 2015. Played in mid-October in Duncan. That was a 2-point Rebels win. Let's pick this game up in the second quarter. Burns' Trey Segarra. This kid is something else. 46 yards. He gets tripped up at the 1-yard line. Burns would score on the very next play. They ties the game at 10. Under a minute to go in the half. Dorman trying to drive. Bryce O'Neal fumbles. Burns recovers at the 1-yard line, and they would plunge it in on the very next play to take a 17-10 lead into half. They go on to get a big win, 44-17. They will host Hillcrest next week. Gaffney's month-long win streak snapped last Friday. What they hope will be another sustained run of wins, starting against 7-3 Lexington. Opening kickoff, Gaffney's Amazon Littlejohn takes it 90 yards through the smoke and the fire and the flames. We carry on to the house. 8-0 Gaffney after Lexington ties it up. Gaffney's Riley Staten finds Amazon again. This kid is amazing. The name is fitting. 57-17. Gaffney gets the big-time win, and they're moving on. Jailman hosting Blythewood, second straight postseason berth for the Patriots. Had not done that since 2010. Took a while to get going offensively, but the man D ready from the jump. Big number 99, Marquavis Thomas living in the backfield. Blythewood playing at a, shall we say, ponderous pace, still scoreless halfway through the second quarter. First and goal on the inch line. They go tush-push. But at the bottom of the pile, Jailman's Max Watt comes up with the ball. Officials eventually called a fumble recovery. That sparks the Patriots 44-0. They scored a bunch of points after we left. Man will host Spartanburg next week. The Jackets are swarming. Teal Hanna rolled to a region title. Their pursuit of a state title begins against Fort Mill and well underway when we arrived. Hanna leading 29-3. Josh Donald, do your thing, 20. Josh making his pops Eric, who works here with us, awfully proud. 36-3 after that score. Now it's 39-3. Fort Mill fumbles it away. Jalen Harrison going oppo, and that sets up Eli Hollinger to Josh Donald for another one. TLH firing on all cylinders, 53-9. They will take on the winner of Dutch Fork and Boiling Springs. Well, that score coming up in just a little bit. November is almost always the month of the Abbeville Panthers, the reigning 2A champs, the favorite to win a 7th title in 9 seasons, beginning their playoff push tonight. 6 straight wins to close the regular season, and they get going in the playoffs as Columbia visits. One of the great entrances in the upstate. Abbeville's got it to Marcus Leach. The give, no, the fake. Everyone falls for it. Jaden Baylor, wide open. Touchdown, Abbeville. The very next drive for the Panthers, it's going to be the give to Carson Norman. He's fighting and finishing with 6, 46-6. Abbeville gets a big win, and they will host Newberry next week. Christchurch, our other defending champs, 6 straight wins to end the season, hosting 1-9 Ridge Spring Monetta. The very first play from scrimmage for the Cavs, Tucker Hendricks hits Action Jackson rep, as the kids say. He's him, a 50-yard bomb on the Cavaliers' first offensive play. They're throwing it effectively, and they're doing the same on the ground. Deshaun Reeder, number 9, watch out now. He's off. Cavs take a 2-score lead, and they get a 49-0 win. They will host McPhee next Friday. What a season it's been for 96, their best campaign since 2018, a home playoff game against Keenan. Second half here, Raiders leading 18-14. Braden Mitchell for 96 launches to the moon. Darian Waldrop does not drop that one. Wildcats go on top 21-18. Final minutes of the game, Wildcats leading, trying to kill the clock, but Zay King fumbles, so the Raiders have life, and they're going 4th and long. Just got to get a stop here. Keenan, 4th and long, under a minute to go. Kamarian Smith rolls out, slings it to Time McNeil, keeps his feet inbounds. A 2-yard line, he's out, and they score on the goal line. Evan Artemius, a heartbreaking finish to a tremendous season for 96, 24-21. Let's show you a few scores from around the upstate. This game actually happened last night. Spartanburg beating Rock Hill 31-7. Clover beating Woodmont tonight 31-14. Hillcrest moving on 37-29 over Nation Ford. And in 4A, you also have Greenwood beating North Augusta 17-16. Northwestern over Lawrence at home 57-0. 8 area programs in the 4A playoff field. Westside with as good a chance as any to be the last team standing. The Rams lost in week 0. They have not lost since, carrying a 9-game win streak into their first round game against Airport. Let's show you the highlights. Nice start going for number 10. Cutter Woods going under center, plunging in. Rams leading 7-0 at the end of the first quarter, into the second quarter, and this is the explosiveness we've come to expect from Westside. Woods to Josh Williams, 45 yards into the good area. They would punch it in from there. Woods to Jamar Boston. Westside 42-0. They'll host the winner of York and Riverside. We'll have those highlights in just a moment. The autumn wind is a Red Raider. Greenville swaggering into the postseason after a strong October. South Aiken traveling to Serene. Mazio Bennett moving so fast their camera wasn't ready in time. Takes a screen into the red zone, into the end zone. His 3rd touchdown of the first half. Greenville had 56-0 at half, and they would score another touchdown in the second half. Rashad Robinson to the corner store. The Raiders roll 63-7. They'll take on the winner of Greer and Indian Land. Coming up. A home playoff game for Riverside, hosting York, leading 13-7. York was in the second quarter. Aiden Davis punches it in from the 6-yard line to put the Cougars up 19-7. Riverside would cut it closer, but the Cougars fend off Riverside 26-17, and they end the Warriors' season. York will play at Westside next week. All right, we're taking a quick time out on Friday Night Hit. Still a ton of football left to show you, but first a special thanks to all those coaches and an official that wore a mic for us for this segment all year long. We don't want to bother when it's win or go home, so tonight, a best of Mic'd Up.
Let's go, King. King, let's go. Pull the bottom of them out. Don't have them tucked.
You letting them hem you all up and stuff like that because you got them little baby shoulder pads on.
Whatever you got last year, I'm gonna double it. I might triple it since you plugged it up right here.
He got you back, baby. He got you back. All that hollering like you in the Pentecostal church. Hey, we're 3 for 3 right now. Oh no, let's go.
Y'all are playing fantastic. You understand me? Keep playing.